Badlands. It nearly didn't happen, and for a couple of reasons. I suppose the journey for this started a year prior when I decided to enter after Aidan Duff had finished it, and I said, "Hey Aidan, if you finish this race, I'm going to ride it." So I applied, didn't get in. Aidan made a couple of calls, got me in, and then I thought, okay, this is going to be great. And then a couple of things happened. The reason why I stopped riding bikes competitively was because it just became work. It just became a job. It just became, the fun was out of it. And I started riding the bike again because I wanted to put some fun into it. And I found getting ready for this started to become a chore again. And I started to get a little bit kind of demotivated on spins, finding it hard to push on to the stage where I'd have to get the train in order to ride back. And then in that, I started to deteriorate slowly physically. I was having a problem with my hip to the stage where I was limping. And then one day I couldn't walk. So I went to see a doctor to get an x-ray, and he sent me for an x-ray and a couple of MRIs. That was an orthopedics guy in the private hospital here. When I came back, he looked at it and he said, "Your right hip is a disaster."
Your hip is a disaster, the right one.
A disaster?
Why? This is a left hip.
Yeah.
It's not normal already.
Okay.
If you see this is the head of the femur.
Yeah.
And here is the stomach.
Yeah.
And here we see a space, is the normal joint line.
Gotcha.
Here, in the superior part, the
Yeah.
space is disappearing.
Yeah.
Here,
It's gone.
it's gone. It's
Okay.
gone on bone. You have already cysts on the stomach. All of these
They're cysts.
is
Okay.
destruction of the cartilage.
Okay.
Also here, and the joint line has collapsed. L4, L5,
Yeah.
L3, L4, L2, L3.
So 2, 3, 4, 5 disc hernias.
Three.
Three hernias.
discs.
3 disc hernias. Okay.
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 Okay. Do you want I make the papers for your hip operation?
I'm not getting one.
Sorry?
I'm not getting one.
You don't want?
No.
Why?
And if I was to look at your left hip or your good hip, I would replace that. So you need 2 hip replacements. I'll see you Wednesday. Oh, also, by the way, you need to see a neurosurgeon. You probably need spinal. You needed that first. So there I was faced with like 3 major surgeries in a row. And for me, it was a bit overwhelming. On top of that, I was finding it hard to get on and off the bike. Shit would flare up if I did something. I couldn't ride the bike. The week before, I went out for a spin and I couldn't pull 50 watts. I hardly made it to Intermarché, which is like a kilometre away from the gym. And I'm thinking, how the fuck am I going to ride this race? It's 800 kilometres. What am I doing? I should just ring them and say, hey, listen, I cancel, let somebody else in. So I decided to go. I decided to start. I decided to give it a go, see how far I could go. Star decided to come with me as a rescue vehicle. And she was going to go and stay in Granada, where the start was, do some training, and then, if shit went pear-shaped, she'd just come get me. So the plan was try and ride to the first village, which was 61k, and that's what I did. And I got to 61k, then I got to 100k, and then I got to Garaffe, and then I got to Gore, and all these little stepping stones started to happen. I have some good footage, so I'll let that play for itself. First hiker bike, is it? Oh, I think it is the first hiker bike. Alrighty. There might be an elevator. What's that? Yeah, where's the disabled entrance? I can't be walking up. It looks like a pyramid. Apparently in Spain they don't cater for cappers like yourself. You gotta go up the fucking stairs. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, okay. This is the first test.
This is it. I'll be able to ride down though, that's the only thing.
Welcome to Badlands.
Colin Bourne, I think I'm 37.
27.
37. Trente set.
Carlo.
3 and 7, yeah.
Colin.
Colin, yeah.
Okay. Size?
What is it?
Small, the t-shirt.
T-shirt?
Small, large.
What's this?
Large.
Large?
And
Medium? Go medium.
Medium.
Yeah, please.
How's it going? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time is it?
5 past. So we leave in the next 5 minutes?
Oh, these have left and right on them.
Do you need a hand? The left one goes on the left.
Is that what it is? Is it L for left? Or L for right? L for learning.
I think I might be forgetting something, am I?
No. You've overpacked.
I'm way overpacked.
Exciting!
It's thick and all, look.
Right, hurry up, we're late.
Pressure. More pressure from you than them. Great cleaver went off there, was her ass. I can't listen to that one behind me there, did you hear it?
No.
It's like, I can hear from here in an hour playing the stone.
You're going to be stuck with her all weekend.
I'm gonna be
You're going to be stuck with her
It's
with
got to
them.
be finished Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday week. Straight beside me. Alrighty. Thank you. At this pace, it's looking good. Yeah. Bravo.
So it's 2:38 and 81k in. We got this little hike-a-bike section. It's an old riverbed, so you can't ride it. But I feel good. Heading towards Garafe. Get there, get a food. You can see how steep it is. Been bumping into people along the way. It's fun, but it's not got hard yet. But I'm doing okay. So quick update on another riverbed. I'm 100k in. It's 127 to Garafe. I'm low on water. I should have filled up my pack back there. So I'm hoping there's another town, dry mouth, and yeah, it's very sandy, but I mean it's absolutely spectacular. Legs feel good, I feel good. Just a bit concerned about the water situation. Yeah, you need water here, so any chance to get to fill up now, it's just fill up. Wow, pretty spectacular, isn't it?
Yeah. Wasn't so boring, eh?
That descent was horrendous, wasn't it? With the sand. Sorry? That descent with the sand was horrendous, wasn't it?
Where the party's at, is it?
I met Norman. Norman was like, I was with him for ages. Then we went down a sketchy climb and I waited and he never came down.
It's really sandy and there's a lot of like deep sand shit and wet riverbeds you have to walk through. And last year I think it was a lot faster.
Okay.
I think last year because it rained they didn't go down a lot of stuff, but like super sandy. If only had to get off once.
Okay.
We're like starting to get the knock now.
Okay. You loving it?
Yeah, it's really good. You meet the same 10 people. So
You and Norm, best buds.
well, no one knows everybody.
He knows Andy Ryan. Getting ready for the next bit into the desert?
Yeah. Gonna look at the desert. So it should be dark by the time we kind of get back around again. But I have this light.
Was
It's a whole light. I think it's an overkill. It's stronger than the car light.
No,
It's like
I think I put
super bright.
my friend.
But the battery weighs about 2 kilos and strapped to the bike weighs about 50 kilos. So it's ridiculous. But I'm fine with it, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard either way. It doesn't like how much faster would it go, you know? He's just trying. What do you say? So that's at 100%.
Brilliant.
Hammerheads. Not bad.
It's fucking terrible.
I was able to do that last week. So it's like 50 watts. Like even though I'm going up the climbs, I'm doing 250 watts, you know?
Bit of adrenaline, no bother.
Bit of adrenaline. Bit of fucking gear. There's no drug testing this.
Love you, have fun. Enjoy every second.
Pretty spiritual. I'm loving it. So, day one, it's 5 a.m, got to Gore, 231 k's. Today's been epic. Scenery's been amazing. I started at the back, and you're just not gonna catch people. Better off starting up near the middle. We climbed out of Granada, and it was like this fucking 3-hour climb, basically, just up. And then got to Garafe. Star was there. It was brilliant. And then we had some food. And then I decided to ride the desert loop, which is 80 kilometers. Sun was going down, and it was just unbelievable. I've never ridden off-road in the dark, and the most I've ridden is 100k. And today was 230. So the shower's here, and there's a sleeping thing here, so I'm kind of tired. So the sun comes up at 8. It is now, had some food, it's 6:30, so I'm going to get my head down for an hour and a half and then get some food. The next section's 100 kilometers with no water, no food, no nothing. They're all nervous about it, but I just did fucking 100 kilometers in the desert in the fucking dark. Mad descents, mad climbs. Fuck, you just can't buy shit like this. It's absolutely epic. Really pushes. It's all mental. The whole thing is just mental. Not as in mental, but just as in just don't flap. Right, get a shower if I can find them. I don't know where the fuck they are. And get changed, get me head down, and see if I can get some sleep. I think I'll sleep. Sure. That's why I gotta get my head down for an hour. Some stuff. Towel. Look at this little kitten. I should really take it. Like last night it was... Fuck's sake, lost its mother last night at that. So this is Gore. I had an hour lie down. Just got a coffee. Some people having more food. You do a bucket there to take away, I'll probably get one of these. The water fountain over there. Breakfast of Champions. That place was open this morning at 5 a.m. A couple of drunk birds and a bunch of bike riders all looking for food, so yeah, it is what it is. Get the fucking food into me. So, heading out of Gore. This is a 16 kilometer climb, 700 meters of elevation, and they're all worried about today because there's nothing to eat or drink for 100k. So you better have it with you. That being said, Aidan Duff rang me this morning. There's a 40 kilometer descent. So 60k climbing, and then descending for 40. Here's how you know you haven't recovered. Yesterday, at this wattage, like 200 watts or over 200 watts, my heart rate would have been, went up to 185 yesterday. Now it's 140. Just won't go up. So I noticed that last night, and I didn't get any sleep really. I need like pillows under my legs and all sorts of shit to get sleep these days. So, but I got the rest, which sometimes it's enough, and a shower, and a change of shorts, change of jersey, and socks. So, all is good in the world. Just gotta get into my rhythm here. I put on headphones, but fuck it, I think I'm ready to listen to music. Just came here to experience this shit. You lose it when you stick headphones on. You really do. You want like the whole sensory experience. So Take these off in a minute. I'm not gonna lie, I am struggling today. The sleep thing's kicking in now, so we're 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been going since 10. I've just been climbing all day. Haven't covered that much, 40k. So another 60k to this town. Then I'm gonna look for a town that's close to that with a hotel or a room or something. I'm seeing the light from last night in front of my vision, so it's like I'm looking at a torch. It's kind of, you know, that kind of way you get on a boat for a while, then you get off it and your legs are still wobbly. So yeah, I'm struggling, but this is the bit we're looking for. It's where the growth happens. Struggle on. How are you? All good?
Yeah.
2,080 meters. Highest point of the race. And now we got a 40-kilometer descent. Fuck, we've earned it today. In tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be able to do the night all day and the night. Now that's day 3 and break the back on the last day, but I'm not going to do it in 4 now. It's going to be 5.
It's alright. It's alright. Getting set.
What's that, babe?
For potentially your last day.
No, another day tomorrow. It's day 3.
Day 3.
So another day tomorrow. I want to do it in 4. Now I know I can do it in 4, which is whereas I didn't think I'd be able to do the first 60k. So now it's like, okay, it's doable. And like if you do 5, it's kind of like you won't feel bollocks at the end. You know what I mean? So. If I do it in 5, it'll be a little bit of an emptiness, because I won't feel. I'll just feel like this, you know. Whereas I want to come in a little bit food. Let me squirt this on the car, on bike. The pedals, what they do is they dry out. You can't get your feet out. It just locks in. All that dust gets into it. Bike looks cool, isn't it? There. Can't be. Welcome to day 3. I'll just go up the hill first and then talk to you. In a town called Vela Chic, yeah. So yesterday was a rough day. Awful lot of climbing, mad descent down into this village, and I didn't sleep for 48 hours. So I thought I'll get here, get a room, and there was nothing. So I had to go 20k down the road, got a B&B, and got a night's sleep, got everything charged, because today's going to be a mammoth day. When I started this first, I didn't think I could ride it. I just thought, I'll do it when I see this. So I get to the first 61k, see how I feel. If I can get to 61k, I can get to 100. If I can get to 100, I can get to 2. You know, it's just been like that. And the whole goal of this was to get to day 3. Everything starts, you know. But if you can get to day 3, you can see the finish. So I know I can finish. But can I finish in 4 days?
rather than come in fresh at 5. So I want to hammer myself, come in, bollocks, nothing left tomorrow night. So I'm I think about, is it 1200 meters? I think I'm at 1200 meters altitude. So I'm going to descend all the way down to the coast for the next 100 kilometers. It's 7 a.m. now, so if I can get down, get those first 100k done and by 12 o'clock, then I'm going to have a big day. So best case scenario to Badlands, which is something like 260k, and worst case scenario is Niger. But I'm going to get to Badlands and I'm going to get a hotel. I'm going to do the same. We're climbing back up here again, and get somewhere to sleep, and then have a mammoth day on the last day. Mr. Thornaby, and we're on it. What a fucking place. Amazing. I wanted to do this sun. It looks bright on the screen, but the sun's just coming up. And it's fucking epic. On my own. I first looked at that tracker yesterday to see where I was going halfway. And then I only did 100 k's yesterday. But I was I was rough yesterday because when you haven't slept for 48 hours, you start tripping a little bit, you know. I was seeing things. I kept feeling like the light was on from the night before. And everywhere I looked, I could see things getting brighter. And shit was playing with my head a little bit. But fucking bath last night. Power nap. Feel brand new. Oh, what a fucking place. What a fucking, it's nice, wonderful, isn't it? The shit that you can do, you know? Like, I remember listening to a guy who was 55 and he did a ultra. He said, you know, I really treasure these moments because there was not too many people at 65 doing it and there was no one at 75. So when you get a little bit older, you savour it more because they're finite. There's only so many you can do. And this is a one-off for me. There's plenty of other shit to do to get what I'm looking for, which is the experience, which is pushing myself, which is, you know, like 2 weeks ago, the guy's telling me I need to replace both hips and do a spinal surgery. See you Wednesday. I'm like, no dude, I'm busy. Ain't doing it. And here I am. Now, I didn't want to be last in this race, but I'm halfway through it, so like, if I do 2 big days, I'll be top 100, you know? I feel good, legs feel good, butt was sore yesterday, hips feel good. That being said, I'm horsing the anti-inflammatory painkillers every 4 hours, but also I'm glue heavy, so I'm pulling more than pushing. When you're pushing, you're quad heavy, and that pulls the ball back into the socket. So I put my saddle back, I ride with my heels down, kind of the way I used to ride when I was a kid. Whereas I got ram your saddle forward, get yourself more forward on the bike, and push down more is the new fashion. So look, like everybody else, still trying to figure shit out. Power banks are charged with a load of fuel for today. Dumped a load of shit. Bike's lighter. I don't know how long this climb is, but I thought it was going to be ascending. Fuck me, what a place. What a fucking place. absolutely motoring today. I'm having to rein myself in. I'm on the bike an hour and I'm hitting like 280 watts on the climbs. I'm having to slow down a little bit. First 2 days were like, first day was like wow, second day was ouch. And today I'm racing. And now I'm gonna race today. I'm gonna race tomorrow. I remember what this feels like. It's a long time since I felt this. And it's here, so I'm gonna fucking use it. So when life is shit, yesterday was shit, but it's a paradox of life. You're gonna get shit days. Hang on in there, because just around the corner there's good days. Good days are ahead, and today is a good day. The computer is on the blink. It keeps changing screen. So I've gone back up. But this happened last week, so they're sending me out a new one. But it was making it work, but fuck it. So I've about 40k to the coast. And I'll get this thing charged up. We should have charged it there at the restaurant, but I was busy talking to Christian. And then there's a big ass climb today. I'm gonna get it done. 1,300 meters. All right, press on. 100 kilometers all downhill. It's the coast. Downhill home. Not so fun sections. The hike a bike. This has been a kilometer of walking up a riverbed. And I'm leaking. The first 100k today was meant to be all downhill the coast, but I fucking lied. I've only got left 200 meters. Alright, hopefully there's a shop up here or a town or somewhere to get some water. It is hot. I say it's over 40, I haven't even checked. Most people are out of this race. It's heat stroke, and I never really complain about the heat, but it is hot. Alright, let's push on.
It's great to see the ocean again. I'm really buzzing today. Day 3 where it happens. Everyone starts. It's when you're halfway through, it's when you can pick it up again. And I've picked it up again. Everyone's starting to fade, sunstroke, falling apart. I'm just getting going. Diesel! So I've been riding this race. Actually, I've stripped down the bike, so put the little one bag, got rid of the other one, and got rid of the bag off the front. I just didn't need it, I was overpacked, so dumped it. Hopefully someone gets a nice present out of it. But what I noticed was, for the last 3 days I've been riding, and the scenery's changed so much that you tend to forget where the fuck you are. And then I was descending down into the coast today. I see these Spanish signs and posts and Spanish cars, and then I realised, fuck, I'm in Spain. But for the last few days I could have been fucking anywhere. It's amazing just to lose yourself in this kind of, I'd recommend it, you know, but fuck, it's not easy. But what good is easy for improvement? You can do all your fucking alms and meditation, but you ain't being pushed. And your Wim Hof breathing isn't as hard as this, that's for sure. Push on. Having a great day. I keep saying that, but I really am. Second night. It's kind of warm. Takes a little bit getting used to this, but I like it. I'm gonna get to San Jose, which is another 40 clicks away. Star has an Airbnb booked with a bath. Get in the bath, eat some food, rest for an hour, and then go again. There's a big mountain to climb, and I'd like to do it today, and then to Badlands, the desert then tomorrow, and then push from there. The gravel's fucking rough, and then you come across this type of shit as well. Wonder what the fuck that was. I'd say it was nothing. They tried to make it and then didn't make it. And there's a little village down there, and we're at 125k. So, looks like I got across the water over here. I don't know what I'll take my shoes and socks off. I might could do with a bit of, that being said, all the sand will stick to them on the opposite side, won't it? Yeah. Ah, fuck's sake. Yeah. I heard about this section. They said there's no other way. So that was another way, isn't there? That was another way. So I think 2 kilometers of the shit. But it's good, it's all part of it. You know, like I said, it's not about riding the bike. It's about pushing yourself. So a lot of Europe's produce, fruit and vegetables is grown here in Spain. And when you're in your supermarket, you'll see it. And as far as you can see here, is these type of houses. All migrant workers. There's some over here. And then as I climb up this climb here, these valleys are full of them. Like little factories, and I think that's where people stay as well. So slave labour of a different kind, because I want my apple for less than £1. Kilometers, 1,200 meter climb. I hope there's a coffee shop because I'm out of water. I think Najar or whatever the fuck it's called is coming up kind of soon, because I need something to drink. Najar, have I ever been happier to see a place? I think this guy is packing with a scratch victim, maybe. On this massive climb out of Niger. It's 20k long, climbs 1,100 or 1,200 feet. See the ocean in the background. Lid off for this one because it's fucking hot. And then I guess we're going to go over the top of that and descend down to Tabernas, where I'll probably stop for another coffee and then push on. I guess that's the next village up there. I've got a tailwind up this thing as well, which is kind of cool. The next section looks steep though. top now. Grip strength being a marker for recovery. And I noticed last night I was having problems turning on and off the headlamp button. And today, I'm not using a GoPro, I'm using a DJI Osmo. I'm having problems pressing the record button. Just no grip strength, no push strength left. I mean, look at that. I've got 230k left. I'm going to descend down to Badlands now. For 30k. That'll leave me 200. And it is now 20 to 5. And if I get 70 more clicks in, it's a manageable 130 tomorrow. If I get 90 in, it's 110. 110's a big number for me. It's my lucky number. I don't need luck here though. She already came. Yeah. I had a bit of a moment this morning where I was thinking, like, you know, I've had like a bunch of shit happen to me lately, physically. I've always been a physical dude. I'm known for, you know, people know me for just doing sports and shit, then taken away from me and told them, you know, you need a spine surgery, you need 2 new hips. And like, I don't. I can do anything. I put my mind to it. Ran up the fucking hills today. Oh, and yeah, it was kind of got to me a little bit today, where I won't do this race again because God would have for it. That's it. And that's the true thing, you know. Whereas people do like Oscar, people do other stuff, but you can get it in all sorts of stuff, like, you know. I came here on a pilgrimage to meet Jesus, which is really yourself. You gotta love yourself. Profound day today.
How so?
What's his name said?
The Duff.
Duff. He said, take your time. You know, don't try and finish it fast. And I kind of got that today because there's something in the extra days that, like today I rode all day on my own. I haven't seen anyone all day. I saw Oscar in the cafe and they were gone straight away, just in the last town, but I haven't seen anyone. And saw one guy climbing into a van, packing. I was like, yeah, I'm gone. But I was riding up. I had a little moment earlier on when I left you, kind of like little moment. And then I had another one on the climb. I was going to the top, and it's like 2.5 hours of like smallest sprocket. It was hot, and every now and then the wind would blow me up a little bit, and then I go up, and at the very top there's a little field with some olive trees, and there's a man standing there. What the fuck's he? And it was my outfit.
Ah.
And then when I was looking and looking, and then when I got there, it was just a pile of rocks shaped like a man, like a snowman made of rocks.
Nice.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Nice.
And the nicest section of gravel was the descent off that mountain.
Okay.
Because that was like, fuck, that was like 25 kilometers and 2,500, or 1,000. I don't know, it was fucking steep. But I'd say it's like killed a lot of people today.
I feel like you need to turn off the tap, you know?
It's a pet hate when you
What's that?
pet hate of mine when you leave the tap on, babe.
Yeah, is that what it is? The lawn mower.
Hola.
Hey, how are you? Good. Hi. Where are you going tonight?
Side corner, just in the next village.
You gonna stay there?
Yep.
And then what time are you gonna leave there?
I'm gonna leave at like 3, something like this.
Okay. And then you're nice.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go to what town am I gonna go to?
Cadia?
Yeah.
So the next village.
No. 80 kilometers, is it?
Well, for the car, it's 40 odd.
It's after Huertas.
Yeah, I'll have a look now. No. And if you were to change anything that you brought, what would you not bring? If you were to leave stuff that you wouldn't bring, what would you not bring?
I would leave almost everything out.
Would you?
Yes. This is like a Mary Poppins bag. I don't even know what I have inside.
You have an umbrella like Mary Poppins?
Yeah, I have a spare chain. I have
I was like this.
You
I
wish
was-
for something, you open it.
Yeah, you don't know where. Yeah, and a big sleeping bag. See what I'm made of.
Let's see what you're made of.
New technique of getting on.
Love it.
Like that.
Let's see what you're made of. That's him there, going over a mountain range. And then we have to go here. And he is literally the last one to finish. Let's go, Carlo! Let's go, Carlo! Let's go! You made it! Fuck yeah! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
No, that was fantastic. That was probably the best week.
Well done.
This guy is crazy, right?
Oh, fuck yeah! Oh, yeah! I know.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks for putting on the weight there.
Enjoy a lot. Enjoy a lot.
Yeah, thank you. That was hard because I was like, I thought the last 15 kilometers was downhill, and it wasn't. I was like, the fucking lines me, and there was a problem with my neck yesterday. I couldn't hold my head up, so for the last 10k, I was holding my head like this, and then I sat in the crossbar. You know the illegal downhill move for the cyclists. So I sat in the crossbar on the hood to like 60 kilometers an hour, coming down there as fast as I could go, and then I thought I hit that at 4 because I went straight past. I didn't know where it was, and then I nearly hit a car just up here. Fuck out somewhere. Because I big ringed up the big hill.
We were following your dog.
I thought you might.
We were even pushing your dog,
Yeah,
you know,
I
on the
thought you might.
screen.
Yeah, like I know.
We were
if you don't
comparing
get
all
that.
the time from the people. I say,
Yeah.
well, we were
Yeah.
making numbers, and it was like maybe 5 minutes after the event. Like, oh, come on.
Yeah,
So we're really fast.
yeah.
We will
That was
check.
fast.
Maybe you won the first ride there.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say fast.
Oh my god, how are your legs?
My legs are good. It's my neck went yesterday and I couldn't hold my head up. So I had this around my neck yesterday.
Okay,
Then for the last 15 kilometers, I had to hold my head up because I couldn't hold it down.
okay, yeah, that I know.
Yeah, and then this morning I couldn't even walk and I couldn't put butter on my toast. I couldn't close my hand.
I have same issue. Like,
Yeah. And then I knew then it was, I thought it was 50 kilometers and then it was like 57. And then it's 30 kilometer climb. And then I took a wrong turn in the field. I just went full gas the whole way. Full gas. And then I like the big rain on the field too. It was fantastic. Fantastic. What an event. What an event.
nice.
Brilliant. Yeah, because it's not really about bike riding.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you use the bike to get here, but It's not no fun, but you know, all the days are different. You know, you've got like first day everyone's enthusiastic, you got people, and there was 2 days where it met nobody.
That's it.
You and yourself, I didn't listen to music once. I brought headphones with me, but and the place, I don't know what it was. You know? It was phenomenal.
Tell Aidan that this edition had been much more hard
Yeah, of course.
than the last one. He has to come back.
Hot. You know, it's not raining.
No, even
But for me, it's like you don't need to do it twice. You don't want to need it.
Congratulations.
The few things I that I learned from the race was I had some fears, like everybody's got some fears. The biggest one that was kind of playing in the back of my head was riding at night in you know, with all you've got is a GPS unit which tells you go left and right, a headlamp and a lamp on the front. And for me, this played on my mind a little bit. It was one of those things. The first thing I checked was what the moon was going to be, and I found out there was no moon. It was a new moon. It would have been pitch dark, and this was a big thing for me. But what happened was on the first night, I rode a loop of the Garaffe Desert, which is 80 kilometers. The sun was starting to go down, and I started to ride into the dark, and then this kind of peace came over me almost. It was kind of like I've been spending a lifetime trying to get rid of fears and things that I've brought up with since I was a kid that eventually have just kind of walked away from them. And in the darkness, I found peace and tranquility and beauty, and there was no monsters or, you know, scary things or fear or what if. It was just beautiful, and I just surrendered to it, and it was phenomenal, phenomenal. The second day was second day was hard. I mean, first day I'd ridden 21 hours. I rode from 8 in the morning till 5 in the morning. It's the most I've ever ridden. I mean, the most I've ridden before that was the coast to coast race. It's like fucking 6 hours or something like that. But even for the prep for this, the most I'd ridden was 100 kilometers, and that took me like 10 hours, whereas this was 230. I just pushed on, and it's amazing what your mind can do when your body's not working, you know. And even on the bike, like my hip wasn't hurting because most of it was climbing. So you're in this kind of like, you know, you're out of breath all the time. So everything else is kind of on point, and you're just really zoned in. The second day, I only did 100k. It was a long day. It was one of those days where there was nothing all day, and the surface was bumpy. I was starting to feel pain from somewhere that I didn't really think it would be. I had saddle sores over the years, but you don't really get saddle sores. What you get is you get this kind of abrasion of the skin, especially where the pad on the short is. So inside the cycling short is a pad, like they used to call it a chamois. It's not a chamois anymore, it's like a pad. But because you're sweating so much, the skin gets soft. That pulls away the sweat, but the skin gets soft and it's just rubbing the whole time. And it just rubbed away the skin to the fact where it was like bleeding. And I found on the second day, I just couldn't get comfortable all day. So by the end of the second day, we descended this huge descent down all these hairpin bends down into this fellow chic French sounding place, and Star was there to meet me. And it was starting to get dark. I'd no lights, no battery recharged, and I wasn't able to ride through the night, so I needed somewhere to charge up. So we got somewhere to stay for the night, charged up, had a bath, and then got going again the next morning at like 6 a.m. And the third day, I just felt on fire. I felt something I hadn't felt for years. I felt as though, I don't know, I just felt effortless. There's these days where you get where everything's effortless, where it just like happens. I don't know what people call it, in the zone or whatever it's called now, but I just felt on fire. And that day I felt like I was going to be able to do 260 kilometers, but I wasn't. the information you get is, you know, you end up in these spots and it's like down right to the coast. It's all downhill, but it wasn't. And with these races, I didn't spend too much time I did at the start looking at videos of people what they're doing, but I didn't spend too much time on like analysing routes and analysing this and analysing that. I just thought I'd just fucking ride the thing. Take off my headphones, no headphones, just ride the thing and experience the experience. And that's exactly what I did. After that day, I ended up finishing in San Jose, and we got a place to stay that night, which was another 10k off the track. So I rode another 10k in and then 10k back, and then I started out there the next day. Day 4 was pretty hard. There was some long climbs, but what happened was I was on this big long climb for about 2.5 hours climbing, and I got to the top of the mountain. I see this man with a hat by an olive tree. What's he doing? I hadn't seen anyone all day. No riders, nobody. And I think, fuck, that's my dad. It was my father who passed away a few years back. And he started talking to me. And we just had this little, and it wasn't it didn't feel like an illusion. It didn't feel like I was seeing things. It just felt like, there's me dad. How's it going? What are you doing up here? Just like you would do. And every now and then, I don't know if people get this, if their parents have passed away, where, you know, sometimes you think, oh, I could just give them a call, see what's going on with them. And then you realize they're dead, you know. But it was just this moment where I think when you push yourself physically, you go beyond the realms of what normally happens. And in this existence, it's kind of tricky to figure out what's up or what's all about, or spirituality or other realms and shit. But every now and then you kind of like, you find yourself in these little spots. And for me, Badlands wasn't about riding a bike at all. I was on this pilgrimage trying to find something in me, and I found it. And for me, what it really was the power of the mind, and how strong you are. And when you put your mind to anything, you can do anything. And likewise, if you don't put your mind to it, you'll do fuck all. And I was kind of still in this phase where I was faced with like some devastating news, as in like, physically, I'm a physical guy, that you're not going to be able to do this anymore. You're going to have to go and have a hard year of getting chopped up and trying to fix yourself back together again. And I was still able to ride this race, and it was very emotional, very emotional. I mean, I lost the camera coming down the last ascent into the village, and on the last day, man, I struggled to walk on the last day. I struggled to get out of bed. I struggled to like put butter on my bread. And we had to drive. We left the bike at this little town, and I thought it was 50k to go. But it was 57k to go. But most of it was uphill. I got to the bike, got on the bike, and I thought, I got I've 5 hours to get this 57k of mainly climbing in. And I'm gonna do it, whatever it takes. If it kills me, I'm gonna do it. And I took off, left Star, 5k in, come down this hill, and then I come around the corner, and on the computer it says climb, and it tells you how long it is, 22k to the top, 1,200 meters. And it was just that, and then another one, and I just went full gas. I felt the wind blow me up the hill. I felt everything go well. And then I took a wrong turn, ended up in this field, got back on, then I started to panic a little bit, then I put the head down, then I went again. And my neck failed. The muscles in my neck were giving me jip. My head had kind of fallen down. I wasn't able to keep it up. So for the last 10k, I had to ride with my hand under my chin. And on the descent, I was able to sit on the crossbar and get my hips up. And getting to the finish, I was just like going as fast as I could. I came down the descent as fast as I could. I went straight past the finish line, didn't know where it was. I got in, and here's the two guys, Dave and the other guy that run the Badlands, waiting for me. And I'd seen the video of this where they come out and they shake your hand, give you a little fucking medal. And they'd no medal for me. And he told me I was 4 seconds over the time limit. And they'd been watching it, but I'd missed the time. And then they went back in again. They came out and they said, look, we started the race 3 minutes or 4 minutes late. And then they give me this. Badlands 2024 finisher. You can't buy things like this, you know. You got to earn them. And for me, I wouldn't have been able to do it without Star. I just wouldn't. I mean, the food was shit. I just wouldn't be able to get fueled. And there was a couple of days where I needed someone to, you know, talk me down off the tall building and not pack it in. But for me, it was a self-discovery journey. It's a wonderful, wonderful, one of the most profound things I've ever done. It had a huge effect on me. And I didn't stop dreaming about it for like 3 weeks. Every time I closed my eyes, I was on a fucking figuring out a trail or doing something. I'll never do it again. I say never, but I already started looking at one in Portugal, but it was kind of one of those ones where I got what I need from it. I don't need anything else from it. If I do it again, why am I doing it? You know, I did it for what I needed, and I found the answers for what I wanted, and I'm enough. You're always being enough, even though sometimes you think you're not enough. You're enough, and you just got to find that. And so if you're out there and you're struggling and you don't think you're enough, you are, but you have to find why you are. And in that solitude, even though I felt like something about being in, I never felt so connected with the earth, which sounds a little bit hippie-ish, but because you're in these like trails and tracks and gravel, I'm in the belly of the earth. I didn't know where I was. The scenery changed all the time. If you're on the road, you're on the road. You see little signposts, you see cars, but 95% of it was off-road, and you just got lost in this belly of, I didn't even know where it was. It was in Spain at certain times. I mean, there was one episode on the second last day where I got lost on a mountain, and I didn't know what was up, what was down, where I could go, what was back. And I had this like full on psychedelic trip for a few hours. And it was just like beautiful. But it was, it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain to somebody. Like, there's lots of people who rode that race and got very, very different things to what I did. There was lots of people that met up in little groups and they rode the whole thing around a little group and had little coffees and made friends and all that. And I didn't do any of that. I had Star with me, and she saw me every day and did a lot for me. For, you know, had all my food ready, had all the stuff ready, had a place booked. I didn't have to do any of that. But the solitude of the day, the riding on your own. There was a few people I met up with. Norman I met up with on the first day, was great, and then I met up with another American guy, and you keep bumping into the same people. But really, I'm glad that most of it was just on my own, and I'm glad that, you know, I had that time on my own. So yeah, it was pretty emotional. I mean, Star was crying, I was crying. Just a release of it, you know. And what's next? Yeah, what is next? Well, next, you know, my hand is still numb from the vibration. And now I just got to concentrate on trying to fix myself. I mean, I get some days where I get, like today's not been a great day. You know, you speak to people and they say, look, you know, you're fucked. You need to get surgery. It's impacting your day. Like I've not made it down to the beach from the gym in the mornings the last week or so. Just, it's too far, you know. It's just there. It's just too far. And then there's the embarrassment of walking around with a crutch and people saying to you, hey, what happened to you? You know, getting used to those things, and I suppose it's not caring what other people think and concentrating yourself. But every now and then, you're going to get a bad day where like it all feels like it's all too much, and then you're just like, fuck it, I can't go on. I'll go on. That used to be a little picture that I had on my wall when I struggled with some internal turmoils. And the internal turmoils are a lot worse than the external turmoils. Give me external all day. I can deal with it with a dodgy couple of hips and a spine rather than deal with a dodgy head. And I've had both. And I've recovered from the worst one, which is the internal one. And now I plan on recovering from the external. So we'll find out what the truth is. That's all I'm looking for. I'm just looking for the truth. Some people say you can rejuvenate a joint, and some people say you just got to replace it. I'm going to find out what the truth is. And in 6 months' time, I'll either be a little bit better or worse. And then I'm going to have a long conversation with myself, or just continue on doing what I'm doing. But in the meantime, I'm just going to continue on. I can't go on. I'll go on. We are all one. Namaste. Hare Krishna. Much love.